Eric Haupert here with Ag Partners, Precision Ag Technician, and today I'll be talking to you about the reasons of why downforce is needed on a planter and why it's important. So traditionally we have had springs on a planter, and now the past few years we've gone to airbags, and now just in the recent few years we have introduced the technology of hydraulic downforce, so that row by row control of downforce control on a planter. Why do you need that? So traditionally we have springs, you just set it at a poundage, and then it just automatically does that. So if your ground's hard, your ground's soft. When it's soft, it's going to be pushing down too much. When it's heavy, it's going to be lifting that roller unit up too much with springs. So that, once we've gone to the system that controls that, we've gone to hydraulic downforce. So how that hydraulic downforce works is there's a sensor on the row. It's always reading where that row is in relation to down pressure on that row unit. The reason why it's needed, we'll kind of talk about here. With traditional spring planters or even airbags that don't adjust as fast as hydraulic downforce or does not have that row by row control, we don't have complete control of that row unit. So traditionally, say if you're right here on my black line, I have an image of what would be, say, the dirt layer, and below this would be the ground. So you're going along planting, say if you're planting at 2 inches for depth. Place a seed here, directly at 2 inches, here 2 inches, here 2 inches, here 2 inches, and now we hit a little bump. Or that soil is not even as before. So instead of that spring, it might not adjust correctly. So say we got a seed here. So now we have 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, and 2.5 inches. So what's going to happen is once this seed comes up, these will all emerge evenly. So these will all emerge probably within a few hours of each other. Now this seed is probably going to emerge the next day. So it's going to be a leaf behind. At that point, when it emerges the next day and it's a leaf behind, it's not a weed, but it's good. The ears get produced. It's about half of what these will do. So that's when hydraulic downforce becomes very important, because it's always correcting. Say we had hydraulic downforce, it would correct to that, so we'll put that seed at 2 inches. So now instead of that seed being an ear leaf behind, we have that kind of up and where it wants. So at that 2 inch mark. So instead of that ear coming up and being behind and producing half of what the rest of the ears will do, it will produce the same. So downforce is all about getting that even emergence. So all the seeds coming up at the same time. Now say you're still planting along and you have a road track, so a Terrier track or a track that you went through on your tillage rig, and then the seed is bumped up. So instead of 2 inches, we got 1.5 inches. Now this is going to emerge quicker than the other ones, so about a day ahead. So now this seed is actually going to take away from the two seeds behind it, or the surrounding seeds, because it's going to take that photosynthesis from their surrounding seeds. It's all about getting that even emergence. So many studies have been done by independent companies of why hydraulic downforce produces more ROI, more dollars to the farmer. And it's all back to that emergence, even emergence. So with those half ears and those plants that are behind and don't produce an ear, the independent studies have said can be up to 10% of decrease on yield because of those emergence problems. It all depends on the year, what conditions we have on the farmer. Some scenarios, downforce is more needed. Some years we don't have that. Depending on the weather, we might have more variable in our soil. So studies have been producing, once I said, up to 10% yield loss because of that. The average has been about 11 bushels an acre increase on using downforce and keeping that emergence constant throughout the field. So come talk to us about how this product fits your farming operation. We have options of both precision planting and ag leader of controlling your planter, whatever planter you have. This is an aftermarket product and fits the majority of planters on the market. So come visit us and we can tell you how and why it fits your needs.